Paris, I love you, but I just don't love this perfume. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, new celebrity perfume release reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. Okay, you guys, this might be one of my most disappointing perfumes that I have tried in quite some time, maybe ever. I don't hate this perfume. I'm gonna just preface this video saying this isn't a horrible perfume. It doesn't smell terrible. I'm just very, very, very disappointed because my expectations were so high, you guys. So Paris Hilton fragrances. I have featured several of hers in my videos before, affordable fragrances. I have so many of hers, almost all of them. I don't have Paris and maybe one other one, but otherwise I have all of like the Rush line in the beautiful gown silhouettes. I have those. I have just like Dazzle and her mermaid shape bottle, and I have so, and that's not even really one of my favorites, but I think I prefer even those over this one. Okay, this perfume has been teased for months. I know that I started teasing it on my TikTok 6 months ago, maybe something like that, and I was ecstatic. I think Paris Hilton is an icon, a legend. She's done a lot here lately that I think a lot of people were surprised about, to help kids who are in abusive, dangerous situations in schooling and things like that. Even here recently in Jamaica, where kids were being tortured in their situation. So she's testified before Congress. Like, I give her so much credit for using her platform for good. And when I tell you, I was ready to sing from the rooftop, shout from the rooftops, like, you guys need this fragrance. I was ready. But you guys know more than anything, I don't care how much I like a celebrity or I collect things, whatever, I'm gonna be honest. And Iconic is a bit of a disappointment. All right, so here's the outside packaging. Gorgeous. Paris looks gorgeous. I love the pinky color, the rose pinky gold almost. I think it's so pretty. When you first pull the bottle out, you're like, wow, this is stunning, right? You got the P and the H on here. And the way that the glass is kind of beveled to look sort of diamond-like, really, really gorgeous. But the lettering that is overlapped on top of the bottle, you guys, this is like this sort of plastic tin. I don't know exactly what this is made out of, but this is gonna come off. This side's pretty secure so far right here, but this one is lifting up and you can feel how flimsy it is. So I'm terrified that's gonna break off, and once it does, I think this would just break in half really easily. So if this was really heavy, nice metal, this would be one of my favorite bottles, just because I love the color so much, and I think that was clever putting the lettering over it. But this is cheap. But you guys, this bottle is not cheap, and that's the big kicker with my issue with this fragrance. Her fragrances are notorious for being extremely affordable. Picking up in places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I remember back in the day I was seeing it at the Belle's department store, and I think when it was regular price at stores like that, it was like 30 bucks. Like maybe the set with the body wash and everything would hit 40 bucks. Then it would go on special for the holidays. But you can get her fragrances for as low as like $14 on Fragrantica, places like that. When I saw that this was $80, my mouth dropped. However, I was like, I don't care. That must mean that she is upping the game. That must mean that she is going to put out something really elegant, classy, blow people's minds. It's going to be more grown up, but still very youthful at the same time at heart, like Paris's. I thought it was going to be something that you would want to wear out when you're dressed up. Like, she's always dressed to the nines. You know, I love Paris's style. That's what I was expecting for 80 bucks. Right before I went to purchase it, I did get a random coupon sent to me, discount code coupon sent to me from the Paris Hilton fragrance site for 30% off. So I did not pay $80 for that, and that made it even better. I was like, yes, I'm getting a deal on this probably really exquisite fragrance, right? Like I said in the beginning, this is not terrible. It doesn't stink. But you guys, this is not even close to one of her best fragrances, in my opinion. It is nothing new. It doesn't smell expensive. It does not smell expensive. Her fragrance is like Love Rush. That's in the white bottle. That one is kind of has a little bit of a dated quality to it, except I think it's stunningly gorgeous. It's a beautiful white floral fragrance, very smooth and creamy and light and elegant and feminine. It's just not very modern and new, but it smells expensive. This smells cheap. This smells like fragrances from the early 2000s. In like your, I don't even want to say your Rue 21, because I have a Rue 21 that I really, really love, Rue Black. I love that fragrance. This has kind of a fruity, shampoo-y sort of vibe to it, but I don't think it's blended very nicely. I do get the pear, blossom, and peach nectar, I believe. It also has raspberry at the top, but I'm not really getting raspberry. I'm getting more of the peach and the pear, and then lots of the peony and lily of the valley and amber and musk in here. And I feel like the notes clash for some reason. It just doesn't have a nice smooth blend to it. It doesn't smell so youthful that it's like sweet and fun and bubbly and flirty that I could give it a pass if I was like, oh, I expected this to be more grown up, but at least it smells amazing, but it just smells really young. I don't think young girls would like this. I think they would think that it smells really, really dated. But then those of us that are like wise enough to know what this should smell like as an $80 perfume, we're going to think it smells cheap and like it should be for the youngins. So I think it is a massive miss, and it pains me to say that, you guys. Also, there's a lot of the similar notes to Betsey Johnson. I actually have that on my right wrist right now. I sprayed it before, so I could kind of compare in my head. The Betsey Johnson, we're talking the one that has a crazy top. I showed it in a video not too long ago for my affordable spring fragrances under $50, and that one's like $15, and it has a really pretty, intricate, like hot pink top to it. It is a lot of the same notes, but blended so much better. It has different fruits at the top, but it has a lot of the same floral notes and base notes, but has some added praline in that one. And it's done so much better. Not exact same at all, but if you wanted something kind of similar to that, I would a million times recommend the Betsey Johnson over this. It is not a scrubber. It's not a scrubber. Like I said, it's not that it smells horrible. It just smells unfinished. Like maybe they had a plan for it and they ran out of time or money, but they charged us more. $80, girl, no. No. The bottle, gorgeous. Turn this into metal, make this smell better, charge $80. As is, with this being flimsy and this smelling like it does, this should be 30 bucks. This should not be $80, and I cannot recommend it at its price. If we were back in the Paris Hilton, what we're used to prices, I'd probably say, oh, if you love a fruity, shampoo-y kind of scent, not soapy. It's not soapy, but it's shampooy. There is a difference. If you're into that kind of a vibe, maybe you'll like it. I could maybe recommend it cautiously. Absolutely not at 80 bucks. And I was the #1 person, thrilled to death that she was putting out a perfume, and the teasers, it looked so gorgeous, and we had to wait for so long. And I feel terrible because I really like her as a person. The account follows me on TikTok, which, like, when that happened, blew my mind. Her personal account and the fragrance account, I know it's someone else running it. I know Paris isn't like, that girl's hot, I'm gonna follow her. Like, no, I know it's someone else, but it's still, I wanted to love this fragrance, and I do not recommend it, unfortunately. That's it, you guys. Your honest friend over here wishes you a wonderful day. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Not this at this price. Bye.